13, Roloff. Bike number 51, Beecher, and bike number 992, David Morris, as they get the green flag and head into turn number 1. And it looks like Morris is going to lead the pack through. The guy in the blue leathers is going to lead them through turn number 1. Craig Beecher out in front. Roloff sliding off the pace a little bit. Looks like he slipped back to about 5th or 6th spot. Anyway, look for him to be up there amongst the leaders here very, very shortly. 13, Roloff, 51, Beecher, and bike number 992, David Morris. Roloff and Morris on Kawasaki's. Beecher is going to be on the Yamaha. And you can't discount Chuck Morton, who had such an excellent ride a couple of races ago on the Yamaha. He should be up there as well. Bike number 75, Morton. As your pack goes up the hill and down the other side. Okay, Roloff, we've got a bad start. Already finds himself up in the 3rd place. Morris out in front. Oh, look at that. Roloff now is now in 2nd place and just keeps overhauling the field as they go into the kink down there and into the fastest part of the racetrack in turn number 8. David Morris out in front. However, Roloff starting to pick up the pace a little bit and start haranguing the leaders toward the lead. Bike number 102 running in 3rd spot. Bruce Anderson, who did such a fine job in a race earlier, he's up there, and his Casey Smith on a Honda doing a great job. Up there in 4th spot, and in 5th spot, bike number 51, that is Craig Beecher. So really a great job. In the top 5, he's up amongst the leaders. Okay, David Morris leads Roloff over the crest of the hill and down the other side. Looks like that's the race right there. It's going to be between those two. And of course, they've been battling each other all year long. However, the majority of the time, in fact, I'd say 99% of the time, it's been Roloff who's come out on top. And Roloff, of course, not satisfied staying in 2nd spot. He's trying to make a move on Morris right now. Round turn number 8. Let's see if he can do it. He takes a peek of the inside, but it looks like he's going to hold off until he comes down the straightaway. Well, they've got about 7 or 8 bikes battling for 3rd spot down there, hanging right down on them. Here they come down. Morris looks over his shoulder. It might have been a mistake because Roloff is going to go on the inside. Roloff gets off into the draft. Well, look at this. He's right next to him, but Morris holds him off as they go into turn number 1. Bruce Anderson still holding down 3rd spot. Bike number 5. Steve DeLallo holding down 4th spot now, and then in 75, in 5th spot is Chuck Morton. So it's still Morris and Roloff. Then comes Anderson, DeLallo, Morton, and then Craig Beecher running in 6th spot. That is your battle in the top 6. Okay, you go up the hill, and those distinctive blue leathers of David Morris still shine out in front. Roloff with that white helmet, running in 2nd spot. Well, I think Roloff's going to wait till he gets on the straightaway again before he run off and hid from the rest of the field. Bruce Anderson finding himself in off. He gets on the wheel of Morris. He's going the inside. He's in the draft and overtakes Morris and swoops by him. Morris, I don't even think it's going to be able to even keep in Roloff's draft as they go around turn number 8. Let's see if Morris can come back now and catch in that draft as they come around turn number 9. This should be the last time Roloff will see Morris. I think he'll probably go off and hide now. Let's find out what happens as they come down the front straightaway. Roloff holding off Morris. Morris coming back, though. Just now gets into the draft. Roloff just turning in a 135.8. A 135.8. Oh, they got a ride. It's David Morris off the track. Oh, and he's still trying to ride it out, but he finally fell at a slower speed, but he did ride it off. And he tried desperately to hang on to it and couldn't quite do it. David Morris out of the race. He slides off in turn number 1. So Roloff now with an easy time of it, turning in a 135.8 that last lap. He's on his way to a 94.7 miles an hour. 94.7 miles an hour around this 2.5-mile race circuit. Roll off now with a pretty easy time with Morris. Not on his heels anymore. Must have happened to Morris because he's out there all by himself, and I think he probably sees Morris now up in the turn 1 area. In second spot is still Bruce Anderson, but look at this, Morton now starting to climb down on top of him into Lalo, and Darren Folsey running up in there as well, up in the lead pack. So it looks like Anderson, who had kind of a somewhat semi-comfortable lead in second spot, is going to find himself in a lot of problems now with Folsey, DeLalo, Morton. They're all there. In fact, Morton now has gone into second spot. So Morton, having an excellent day out here today, is now up in the second spot. And in fact, all of our races today, the races have been excellent for second position. The leader kind of gone off and hid. The racing right now has been really excellent out here today for second position. Roloff having things pretty much his own way. We've got a big four-rider duel for second place as they go up the hill right now. Still in that group, it's those four riders, any one of those four riders can take second place. And look at this now, Morton and Anderson going at it. They're side by side now for second position down that back straightaway. Look at that, Anderson and Morton. And we'll have to, and it looks like Darren Folsey is going to come up there and make a pass as well. As Roloff now with about a full straightaway lead over the rest of the field. Here comes that four-rider duel for second position. And here they come. It's Morton now in second spot. Bruce Anderson in third. Then comes Darren Folsey in fourth. DeLano in fifth. And bike number 785 now, Brian Benvenides. He's starting to come up on that four-rider duel for second. He wants to make it a five-rider duel for second. And it looks like he's in a good position to do it. Bike number 654 running back in there behind that leading group. I don't have a name for 654, but 51, Craig Beecher back there. Bike number 284, Blake Jacobson back there, and also bike number 46. That is Rick Sieber on the Suzuki. He is rounding out the top 10. Crest win under his belt, and of course Roloff winning a lot of races this year, and he's going to pick up a lot of class championships. In fact, he could probably quit after today and still have his championships pretty well secure. Roloff started off pretty badly at the start of this year, but now he's got everything together, and he's starting to win every time he goes out now. And Roloff's just making it another easy win here, as he's got about a couple more laps to negotiate, and he'll have himself another win. Roloff, bike number 13, the San Diego rider. About 2 laps to go. We're checking now for that battle for second, and right now, it's no battle at all. We've got one rider starting to move it out, and it's Morton. Morton could be one of the fastest bikes out here on the track right now. In fact, if he was up there with a leader, he could probably be giving Roloff some heat. But right now, Morton moving away from the rest of the pack. Look at Darren Folsey now is up in the third. Anderson's dropped to fourth, DeLalo in fifth, and 785 coming up on all of them is bike number 785. That is Brian Benvenides. Darren Folsey making a great run up through the field here. He was finding himself in sixth, and now he's up in the third. white flag lap, and of course Roloff's taking it already. Morton coming down for second spot. Darren Folse in a great battle for third. Anderson hasn't given up yet, nor DeLallo, nor 75 Brian Benvenidez. Okay, let's get 450 stock production and Formula 3 up to the please. 450 stock production, Formula 3 up to the free grid. On the white flag lap, Earl Roloff having things pretty... Check that. Formula 3 will not be racing until race number 10. Race number 10 for Formula 3. So we want to make that clear. Formula 3 will not be coming out next. It will be 450 stock production only. 450 stock production. Please report to the pre-grid, please. As Earl Roloff comes down and gets the checkered flag, another easy win for Earl Roloff. He must have won at least 100 races in his career and has probably taken about 8 or 9 championships, and there goes the Chuck Morton, an excellent run in the second spot, and coming down in the third is going to be bike number 238, Darren Folse, who finally did a great job of holding off Anderson, DeLallo, and Brian Benvenidez. Darren Folse with a great run through the field was running in 7th spot and then just picked